Good morning and welcome to our daily devotional from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us on this Friday morning, April the 10th, 2026. And this week, during our Easter season, we are studying Peter's sermon to the folks gathered on the day of Pentecost. There are in Jerusalem. So there are many there, including those who have received the Spirit, but also those who have not. And it seems that Peter may be speaking mostly to them, recounting for them the story of Jesus. And now we're going to read these next few verses from Acts chapter 2, and we're going to read verses 31 and 32. Peter speaking, foreseeing this, David spoke of the resurrection of the Messiah, saying, he was not abandoned to Hades, nor did his flesh experience corruption. Then Jesus, God raised up, and of that all of us are witnesses. So we have here the importance of the Old Testament, that is, the Hebrew scriptures, for the gospel message, the emphasis here on the Psalms, quoting from the Psalms, that David, in writing the Psalms 1,000 years before Jesus, perhaps unknowingly is writing of and speaking of the resurrection of the Messiah, and saying he was not abandoned to Hades, nor did his flesh experience corruption. And here we have the expression of a mystery. Of course, our experience of flesh is that it is corrupted. That is, that it does weaken as we get older, and as our friends and family members get older, we get weaker and weaker, and it's more and more difficult for us to do the things that we were accustomed to doing. And finally, we die, and the flesh is gone. Even when we speak of those who have passed away, we don't speak of them as if their flesh were around us anymore. That's very much the definition of death, right? And yet we have here this idea of the experience of a flesh that was incorruptible, that was not corrupted. Very difficult to understand what this means. It clearly is a matter of faith, a matter of trust. And this doesn't mean that we have to let go of the things that we know to be true about flesh. It simply means that we have to trust in God in this mystery. And such a central part of the faith, that is the resurrection, the expression and exclamation of triumph, that death is not the end, that even though what we know of our bodies deteriorates, goes away, is buried, or is cremated, um, our trust in God is that that is not the end. That is, it's not over in a very important sense. So, learning what that means in faith, continuing to move on with one's life, to do the things that one feels called to do the things that one feels God's Spirit leading oneself to do, all of this we do by faith, by trust in God, and by faith and trust in the resurrection of the Messiah. Let's close with this word of prayer from W.E. Orchard. Great God, we thank thee that we have not to wait for thee, for all history is thy coming, and thou art here. From the hour when thy spirit stirred the dark primeval deep, until Jesus by the bench and on the mountaintop cried, Abba, Father. Our world has been growing more conscious of thy presence, and yet we wait for something more. Strange hopes stir the hearts of people, and passionate prayers break forth from their lips. Can it be that this further revelation waits upon our faith and rests with our endeavor? We've grown unconscious of our need, become accustomed to things remaining as they are. We have ceased to desire things different. We've lost our vision and are ready to perish. Worst of all, we've found ourselves unwilling to pay the price of better things. We have desired thy coming, but not through us. We have sought a salvation that would leave ourselves still unchanged. We have prayed that thy will might be done, but we have shrunk from doing it. Stand before us now like the light, like love all lovely, like the morning. Then surely we shall hinder thee no more, and give us strength to follow thee. Amen. Thank you for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope that you have a very good day. Goodbye.